भावात बुलंद सलवात। अब आपके सामने एक नौजवान आपसे खिताब करेंगे। इस सिलसिले में से इतना कह सकता हूँ कि आपने बारहा सुना होगा, बहुत पुरानी बात है, तुख़्म तासीर और जमाल सोहबत। तो जनाब ये साहबजादे, इनका इसमें गिरामी है सैयद फाजिल हुसैन मूसवी। ये साहबजादे हैं मौलाना सैयद फाजिल हुसैन साहब मूसवी के लिए। इस ख़ानदान की सेहत और सलामती और बुलंदी दर्जात के लिए बावाज़ बुलंद सलवात। आपने मूसी साहब को उर्दू में, अरबी में, फारसी में सुना होगा, और आज आप इंग्लिश में भी समाअत फरमाइएगा।
मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद
Good evening and happy anniversary to all of you on the birth of the pearl of Kaaba, the door of the city of knowledge that is Muhammad, the second Aaron, and the father of the infallibles. The topic of this brief discussion tonight is Imam Ali's role in educating people. I'd like to open the talk with a quote of Imam Ali from Nahj-e-Balagha. It reads, "There's no greater wealth than wisdom, no greater poverty than ignorance, no greater heritage than culture, and no greater support than consultation." What is wisdom? Let's start with a functional definition. What is wisdom? See it as a capacity to cautiously apply knowledge gained from experience, and we quickly discover the truth of just this part of the quote. Since wisdom is experience-based, this capacity encourages self-knowledge. It sharpens the intuition so as to allow one to discern the essence of issues. It encourages sincerity and virtuous behavior. And lastly, it enforces an internal consistency within the individual so that his or her words match actions. Qualitatively, wisdom is great. Quantity-wise, it never runs out. In fact, it only increases each time it is applied. Thus, it is the greatest possible wealth. As for ignorance, the crown of absurdity, it encourages disasters and perplexes life where good and evil are involved. And Islam derides it. Recall, dear audience, that the very first word of the revelation of the religion of God in the life transaction, Islam, was in the form of a command for man to read. Furthermore, Surah 39 verse 9 divides humanity into two. To retort, are those equal? Those who know and those who do not know? It is those who are endued with understanding that receive admonition. Throughout the revelation, the Quran jolts the mind of the reader to think, ponder, wonder creation, and see through the mysteries, as opposed to wallowing in them. For but a peek of the awesome force that's behind it all. In the history of man, we find no other exemplar embodying an unyielding love for knowledge other than the Sahib al-Saluni, Ali. Arabic grammar, rhetoric, calligraphy, numerology, theology, exegesis, law, and mysticism. Their fields more or less unanimously regarded by all Muslims as having been first outlined by Ali. Among many other firsts, he was the first to receive instruction on all matters pertaining to the Quran and Sunnah, and the first to compile and codify the Word of God. When the early Muslims worried about the state of knowledge after the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet reassured them by claiming, "I am the city of knowledge, and Ali is its gate. Whoever wishes to enter this city must pass through the gate." Muslims are nearly unanimous also in their attitude that Ali was the authority on all issues legal and spiritual after the passing of the Prophet. Al-Farahidi, the author of the first Arabic dictionary, comments on Ali's command of knowledge by saying, everyone needs Ali, yet he needs no one. Ali gained his knowledge directly from the Prophet due to his proximity to the Prophet. And he sought it for one reason only, to uplift the Ummah and to put it on the path towards God. Every moment for him was an opportunity to elevate the level of discourse. For this reason, he often said, and even on his deathbed, ask me before you lose me. Dear audience, this is Ali, whom we have inherited as a part and parcel of our culture. Crystallized in him are the qualities of outstanding merit, judgment, and perfection. Superiority of knowledge of law is second to none but the Prophet of God. His precedence over the rest in bravery and valor on the battlefield, magnanimity towards his enemies, and the distinction which sets him apart from others in the extent of his piety, asceticism, and righteousness. Certainly there's no greater heritage than a culture which embraces a tremendous and timeless personality as Ali. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.